Honestly, why even bother at this point? Welcome to Animeology, and today I'll be taking a look at 10 overpowered transfer students in anime. The students on this list are incredibly overpowered within their own universe, whether it be by having unmatched intellect or having powers that put you in a league of your own. You probably do not want to be on the bad side of any of these characters. Before we begin, be sure to drop a like and subscribe down below for more anime top 10s, and without further ado, let's get right into the video. Number 10. Yuma Kuga, World Trigger.
そう
間違いないだろうな。
間違いないよ。
Kicking us off is everyone's favorite humanoid neighbor, Yuma. Due to being trained extensively by his father and receiving a black trigger from him, Yuma's combat prowess is through the roof. In fact, his fighting capabilities are so high that they have led him to be on par with some of Boruto's best attackers.
Oh, いいなこれ。相手の攻撃をコピーした。
After receiving a black trigger from his father, Yuma gained the ability to tell when others are lying or spouting half-truths. If this isn't overpowered enough, Yuma also has access to a Tryon body, further enhancing his arsenal and adding the ability to regenerate to his already busted arsenal. Number 9. Okumura, Blue Exorcist. As a child, Rin lived a pretty normal life, aside from his abnormal strength and temper, which caused most people around him to fear him, that is. His temperament resulted in others calling him a demon or a demon child, which I guess isn't wrong since he's the spawn of Satan. It was later revealed that the reason why Rin was able to live a somewhat normal life was because his demonic abilities were sealed in a sword called Kurakara, and drawing it temporarily restores his demonic powers. After learning to better control his powers, Rin uses Kurakara to channel his blue flames to attack. Number 8. Arata Kasuga, Trinity 7. After a breakdown phenomenon destroyed his hometown and caused his cousin Hijiri to disappear, Arata became determined to save her by becoming a Magnus and transferring to Royal Bibli Academy, and fatefully meeting the Trinity 7. Arata was later revealed to be a demon lord of the Superbia archive, possessing the ability to nullify and copy magic. Additionally, during moments of emotional stress, Arata transforms into an astral trinity, and at one point was even able to temporarily attain the level of a paladin. Number 7. Soma Yukihira, Shogeki no Soma. Being overpowered comes in many different ways, and in Soma's case, it's his elite cooking ability. Ever since he was a child, Soma would help out his father by working around his family restaurant. Throughout the years, Soma developed a passion for entertaining his customers with his creative and daring culinary creations.
それこそ彼が定食屋として培った長い時間のもたらした
強者たるゆえんだ。
His life was forever changed when his father got a new job that required him to travel around the world. As a result of this, he enrolled Soma in an elite cooking school. With the passion to surpass his father's culinary skills, Soma has proven time and time again that when it comes to food, he's one of the most proficient culinary artists of his time.
盛り付け特製トマトソースとパセリお待ちだ。
Number 6. Hayato Kisaragi, 100. In a post-apocalyptic world overrun by strange creatures called savages, hundreds, unique weapons that get their full men abilities depending on its wielder, are the only efficient method to counter them. Hayato Kisaragi was scouted out and as a result enrolled in Little Garden, a marine academy city. However, through a series of unfortunate events, Hayato winds up in a duel with the school's most powerful slayer, which there his potential for his 100 shined.
Is that the best you've got?
In this battle, it was revealed just how high of a compatibility Hayato had with his 100. He was able to use his full body armament, a feat no beginner is capable of, and was even able to deploy an end barrier, which is the same type that savages use. Number 5. Shin Wolford, Wise Man's Grandchild.
敵が広範囲に拡散した。だから爆発エネルギーを一方向に絞って発射。
A young salaryman is hit by a truck and is reincarnated into a new world as a baby. There, this child is found in a carriage that was attacked by demons by Merlin Wolford, one of the most well-known heroes in his time. With no parents anywhere to be found, Merlin brought it upon himself to raise this child. Growing up soaking the teachings of Merlin and combining it with his own knowledge of science from his previous world, Shin is able to cast and magnify magical abilities to an extent that no one in this world believed to be possible. Number 4. Izuku Midoriya, My Hero Academia. Born into a world of supernatural abilities, Midoriya was given the short end of the stick. In his childhood years, it was discovered that Midoriya was actually quirkless. Despite being shattered by this news, Midoriya never gave up on his dreams of becoming a hero. An encounter with the current number 1 hero changed his life forever. After the quirkless Midoriya attempted to save his classmate from a villain, All Might recognized the potential in Midoriya and bestowed upon him his quirk one for all.
Midoriya.
Midoriya had to undergo rigorous training to even wield this ability. 10 months later, he was now able to use his newfound powers at the expense of breaking bones. But he gets a lot more control of that later. As the series progresses, you get to see Midoriya develop and use his abilities in a variety of unique ways, as well as taking out some incredibly powerful opponents. Number 3. Ikki Kurogane, Chivalry of a Failed Knight. Despite being born to the Kurogane household, Ikki had an incredibly low affinity for magic. As a result of this, he was constantly discriminated against by not only his family but by multiple dojos and even the school he attended, regardless of which he never gave up on his dreams thanks to his great-grandfather.
1ミリ予測とずれたな。
Due to having an exceptionally low affinity to magic, Ikki trained his entire body to the point of collapse many times, and through it created and mastered his noble art, Itoshira, which he later improves on in his fight against Toka. As a result of being neglected for over the years, Ikki also gained the ability to learn the fighting styles of other blazers, even managing to steal advanced techniques.
2年間待った甲斐があったぞ。
Number 2. Kiyotaka Ayanokoji, Classroom of the Elite.
Ayanokoji, don't!
Seriously? You really were planning to hurt her, weren't you? You better let her go now.
In an environment that determines the worth of a person by their intelligence, Ayanokoji is a cut above the rest. Despite scoring 50% on all of his entrance exams and being placed into Class D, which is where the school dumps its inferior students, it was quickly revealed that Ayanokoji has the aptitude to easily reach the top of his class.
Didn't I? I was perfectly clear. This school judges its students on merit alone. So, as it stands now, we think you're all garbage. You're worth nothing, so you get nothing.
Throughout the show, it has been shown numerous times that Ayanokoji tends to grasp situations better than others, and pairs this with his ability to think outside of the box. A noteworthy feat that he has done is preventing the expulsion of his classmate by purchasing a point, due to the rules around the economic system of the academy being that you can purchase anything.
You fight like an expert. Which of the arts do you practice?
Piano and calligraphy.
Number 1. Yuu Otosaka Charlotte.
My enemy or not?
Please don't kill me!
The comet Charlotte completed its 1 in every 75-year cycle around Earth, coincidentally causing all of its dust particles to spread onto the planet, causing some people to manifest supernatural abilities. These powers can be anything, honestly. Yuu developed the ability to temporarily take control of people's bodies for a short period of time.
何やってんだてめえら。俺じゃねえ。
Yuu's powers are later discovered to be far more powerful than simply taking control of people's bodies. It turns out that Yuu actually possessed the ability to steal supernatural abilities of other people, but it has a drawback. The more people's powers that he stole, the more mental strain it actually caused him.
Friendly neighborhood reaper here.